this episode, I finally finished the door pods and I build a speaker box and install it. At the end, I might give you a little preview of the third video. Follow me on Instagram, Big City Off-Road. Like and subscribe to the videos. I feel like a sellout saying it, but you know, it's how things are done these days. This is the part that hasn't been filmed yet. These are marks for the 4 holes that are gonna get drilled. This is how it's going to sit on the door. Easy access through each speaker to the bolts. All the fiberglassing on the inside is done. I don't know how much you can see there. I hate to look at the little screen monitor, but all the fiberglassing on the inside, so it's sort of 50-50 overlap of fiberglass mat, fiberglass cloth. It's on the backing plate, it's on the side here, and then it rolls up onto the front plate. That's hard, that hurts. Once these are wrapped, both in foam and leather, glued and stapled, this can be installed on the door, wires come through, speakers get installed and wired, and the doors are done. This is 5mm thick, high density foam. This rolls enough to do 2 of these pods. First things first, cut your foam, you know, oversized, spray adhesive, jack it off nicely. Spray the front of this and the sides of this with glue as well. All right, now that this has had a few minutes to set up, we're gonna take this face down. Make sure you have a good razor blade, preferably with a nice handle, but a long blade so you can really get in there. I'm not good at this. I hope that comes across on film that I'm not good at this. And we're just gonna push that foam into place. It is ugly as hell, but it will serve its purpose. Once the leather goes on, the holes are going to get cut smaller, so the speaker will really pull that leather tight around these holes, and it will really complete the look. This is like a felt-backed, you know, paisley textured leatherette. You know, it's plastic, Chinese plastic vinyl. Definitely when you buy material like this, buy way too much. Because having just a barely too much or just enough is never enough. This has no like direction, so there isn't like a top or an up direction. So I'm not too worried about orientation. Give it a few minutes to tack up. It should be dry to the touch. Start somewhere. In this case, I'm gonna try, it's not gonna be perfect, but I'm gonna try to pull the upper side of the panels where they look good first. So that's how that looks so far. It's okay. This is never supposed to be like an incredible job here. These are supposed to be quick, which they certainly were not. Okay, there we go. Some folds in it, but the folds are in places that they can be tolerated. Yeah, not the most impressive work in the world, but for a guy that doesn't do upholstery, I think that's acceptable-ish. So once the top goes on, this becomes the port where the air moves in and out. The reason I painted this black is so that once the top is on and you look in there, it's black. I don't know how I'm gonna finish the speaker box. I may end up spraying it with bed liner. I may roll on some bed liner. I originally wanted to stain it, but I have so many screws in here, it's gonna look like shit. And then the top needs to be cleaned up so that it all sits flush. Once the top's glued, then we're good to go. So this is like an enamel satin black, so it should dry to a nice satin finish. Today's Thanksgiving and it's 40 degrees out here and probably 55 in the garage right now, hence the sweater. I'm gonna bolt it to the back of the cargo box. I'm gonna build a bracket that bolts it essentially to the floor. Once that's done, I can mount amps. I can build out the corner bit, which will extend the width of the speaker box out to the doors, but only from the top, essentially, like where the dogs will stand, so they won't just fall down and put their legs on an amplifier. All right, it's gotten quite cold, so it's a perfect time to paint the box. So I decided instead of just painting the port black, I'm gonna paint the whole box black. I still have to put the top on it. These little guys right here, those are basically roof supports, for lack of a better term. They're to hold the port from spreading or compressing to support the load on the upper panel. So this is the top of the box. This will be an extension of the cargo box that's in the back. There will be shit on top of this. My bracket's painted. I'm gonna bolt that to the box. I guess I'm gonna put the carpet in the truck. I'm gonna vacuum and blow all the crap off the floor and put the carpet in and bolt the box in. I do intend on filming a video that's all nerdy specs, numbers, all the little piddly stuff. That's gonna be probably a pretty intense video on its own. Anyway, here's a little sneak peek at the next video.